How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 7 video, guys. We have an exciting one for you today. We're here playing more of the classic game mode here on Nuketown. I mean, just an absolute throwback, if you want my honest opinion. But anyways, guys, today's topic is going to be a little bit of a controversial one. We are talking about skill-based matchmaking and the future of it in the Call of Duty franchise, because fellas, it's going to be back in full force with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. You best believe it. So let's talk about why that is, what I think about skill-based matchmaking. I've been playing Call of Duty since, I think my first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. I was 8 years old. So I was the squeaker back then. My bad. Anyways, so let's talk about it. Skill-based matchmaking obviously has been in COD large part since, I think, Advanced Warfare is when they really started introducing it. But it obviously wasn't until Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 where it got cranked to the max, right? If you played COD before MW 2019, you know what I'm talking about. It was kind of more based on ping back in the day, and it was pretty good. I mean, it worked for the most part. But for some reason, Black Ops 4 seemed to be the last game they did that. And it's probably because of Black Ops 4 was more oriented around skill. 150 health, high time to kill. It was definitely a game that took more skill than the average COD. So I think that turned a lot of people away from the different skill levels. And I think that's largely in part why they introduced it with Modern Warfare 2019. But yeah, starting with Modern Warfare 2019, we started getting, the most strict, ungodly amount of SBMM. You have one good game, you best be ready to sweat for the next 5, and then struggle for the next 3. That's pretty much how skill-based matchmaking has worked. Well, with Black Ops 7, Treyarch decided to go back to how it used to be, where there was a little skill-based matchmaking, and I think it was a good thing to introduce it into this game, or back into the franchise the way it was. I do think Treyarch chose the wrong game to introduce this to. I think Black Ops 6 would have been a phenomenal game to introduce this very little SBMM, but they chose Black Ops 7, and I think that was where the biggest mistakes came around, because Black Ops 7 is not an easy COD. Right, they lowered the aim assist, which is a good thing, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a good thing, coming from someone who plays on controller. They lowered the aim assist. We all know the movement is absolutely diabolically fast in this game, which I actually really like Omni movement. I think it's smooth. It's great. Whatever, I adapted. It's pretty fun. It does get kind of exhausting after a few hours, so that's why I'm really liking the classic mode. I actually still go back and forth and play the normal mode and classic. I kind of hop on the normal mode, get a couple games out, and then I hop over to the classic to kind of relax for the rest of the night. So I'm liking the perfect medium. But yeah, I mean, we all know that the movement in Black Ops 7 is kind of crazy. It's borderline insane. It's very fast. You can jump off walls, slide cancel like crazy. I mean, the sliding is the best way to move in this game for some reason. And that has made predicting players at close range rather difficult. And I think this is where the problem with Black Ops 7 and being the game... if you're going to take away SBMM, you got to kind of ease players into it. Because we have a lot of little Timmies out here that have... You know what I mean? They have not played COD back before SBMM was a thing, right? So, a lot of these kids are not ready for it. And it was a big reality check. And I think they chose they chose the hardest game to get good at to be the one to remove SBMM. And that was, I think, a very big shock factor to a lot of people, and why so many people just didn't really click with this game. I mean, let's be honest, fella, the open playlist, if you're not a 1.4 and above player, you are going to struggle in the open playlist. Let's be honest here. I mean, I think I got I think I'm sitting at a 1.38 KD in this game after the snipers, because I'm just not very good at sniping, I guess, until the classic mode came out, because snipers were already kind of broken in this game. Now you have the classic mode. It's brutal, dude. It's so brutal, especially with the semi-auto snipers. Oh my god, it's so brutal. So I think that brought my KD down a little bit, but I think I'm chilling at like a 1.3. I think I had like a 1.4 something before. Whatever. I mean, it's 2026. No one cares about KD anyways. But yeah, if you're not averaging like a 1.4-ish KD and above, the open playlist is pretty brutal for you. So obviously they added standard to kind of ease players into it, I think. And I actually don't mind having standard matchmaking in the game as well. I really don't. I don't see what the problem with it is. Like, it's not 2000... This is where my opinions are going to get controversial, fellas. It's not 2009 anymore. It's not 2011. Back in those days, the average KD was like 0.8, dude. Like, people have gotten so good at Call of Duty across the board. It's just not the same, fellas. It's not the same. You cannot expect some 4 KD player to go in the same game as some dad who just worked a 12-hour shift at the factory, came home, took care of his family, and has maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 hours to play the game. Like, if that guy plays against 4 KD players, he's going to log off and he's never going to play again. So obviously, for the health of the game, having some mode where the dad can the casual players can kind of get away from the sweats is necessary. As sad as it is, I get it. Y'all don't want to play against, like, the sweatiest of sweats all day, every day. I completely understand it. I get it. It's frustrating. Don't get me wrong. I've been there. But I do understand why it's a thing and why it's a necessity. I do hope going forward that Call of Duty continues to do this format of open and standard. In fact, I would actually love if the classic game mode would make a normal occurrence and future Call of Duties. But we'll see. I mean, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are on the horizon. And, by the way, fellas, a little bit news about that. Apparently, there will be according to Charlie Intel, apparently there will be backwards compatible. Like, apparently it's just the PS3 version brought to the PlayStation 4 and 5. And so, presumably, the servers are going to have backwards compatibility with PS3. That sucks. That's unfortunate. I didn't mind the game not being a remaster and just being a port, but I was kind of hoping that the servers were limited to just PS4 and 5. That would have greatly reduced the amount of cheaters in the game, like pretty much to non-existent. But now that it's coming out that PS3 will be in the same servers, yeah, it's over, fellas. I mean, I'm still going to get it for the campaign and to maybe check it out, a couple multiplayer games here and there, but like, dude, the hacking situation, especially on Black Ops 2, is just out of control. But more of the story, I think it was a great idea to go back to the classic matchmaking, but I think they just chose the wrong game. They chose a game that already kind of had a high skill gap compared to other previous Call of Duties, and I think that just scared a lot of players away from the idea. I think a lot of people got a really bad reality check that they weren't as good as they thought they were. And so, I don't know. Hopefully we see it in the future. I hope with MW4 we're not going to crank it back to the absolute max like it was. But I'm not going to lie with you fellas. Get ready because it is Infinity Ward. That's the developers that introduced it in the first place. It is coming back. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. MW4 will I don't care what the leaks say. MW4 will probably have cranked up Sbmm back. It is what it is, I guess. I'm still going to play the game. It's looking like it's going to be a fun Call of Duty. We'll see. Last thing I wanted to finish off, I saw a lot of people saying that Treyarch reverted their decision with this game. Like, the matchmaking wasn't the same as the beta. That's a bunch of baloney. Treyarch did not reverse. What happened is the beta got a lot of people to check out the game. There were a lot of casuals, right? Like, period. There also wasn't the standard mode in the beta, I'm pretty sure. And then the real game came out, and not only did they add the standard matchmaking mode, which provided a place for the casuals to kind of hide out, which, again, I think is a good idea. I do think it's a good idea. I understand why they don't want to face sweats, right? They're trying to have a fun time, too. It's a video game, after all, fellas. But yeah, I don't think they reverted the SBMM back. I think just the player base is nowhere near as what it was. I think all the casuals either went to the standard mode or left the game entirely, and all that's left are sweats in the open matchmaking. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation, fellas. So, I want to know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification button so you guys can stay notified with future Call of Duty videos. I do kind of want to start streaming on Twitch just to keep this channel for live videos and the Twitch channel, obviously, for the live streams. So go follow Nizzy03 Live on Twitch. We'll be streaming there. I'll see everyone later, and peace out.